Hey, what's up everybody? So this is going to be Yuri's Revenge game on Country String. It's going to be a classic Yuri's Revenge map. And I'm going to scout the map with the brute, and this is a good game. Country String is like one of the maps people play a lot. With like Yuri versus the Soviet and Yuri versus allies. It just is, and that's the reason why.
He has taught us well.
Because it's a good sized map, I guess. And
Training. Building.
Structure. Garrison. Well.
so I wall off.
Complete.
Didn't really have to wall versus allies, but
Construction options.
I think it's a good idea.
Building.
It's more important to wall versus Soviet because sometimes they could engineer rush with terror drone surprise, or they could just tank rush it. But also with allies, they could actually robot rush it or grizzly rush it. Usually the grizzly rush on the MCB doesn't work, and if it does work, the Yuri could just attack after and win because you had to lose tanks to kill buildings.
Construction options.
But walls do help. It only costs $400. A Gatling tower costs $1,000, and a pillbox and sentry gun cost $500. So it's pretty cheap. And harassing with the brute is actually a good idea, I think.
Construction complete. Building.
And watch this. This is funny. He thinks I'm running away to scout the left bottom corner of the map and run back. But then I come back and I start harassing this power plant again. And it's annoying the hell out of him. They should make 1 or 2 GIs.
Unit ready.
And if you don't want to, you're gonna buy and sell. Believe it or not, I know that's really small, but it does actually kind of throw him off. It's kind of like in StarCraft 2 when you make 1 Reaper and attack the other guy.
Building.
Similar to that with the 1 brute.
Unit ready.
Rolling.
New rally point established. Construction complete.
Okay, so now I'm trying to build up my army, and I think actually I know he has a robot center. So I want to make mostly Lashnix, and I actually had to I lost a game versus him yesterday, so I had to actually go back to my old videos. I was like, how did I beat the robot tanks last time? And I made like all Lashers. I didn't really make many Gats. I just make 1 Gatling cannon. I mean Gatling tank. And it's better just to get out of it. Yeah, so basically versus allies, I think you just need to get out of there when like things look bad. Just different styles of play, but for me, I mean, I notice if I lose a game versus a really good allies when I'm Yuri, like I try to like rush in when I should be getting the hell out of there. I just back up and wait for the genetic mutator and wait for a psychic dominator.
Unit ready.
And you go all in when you think you have a chance. You don't just like attack just to attack. And sometimes the attacker loses more than the defender.
Building. Select.
So it's all robot tanks. And robot tanks are stronger than you think if you know how to use them. Robot tanks will rip your base up really bad. They build faster than grizzly tanks. And you're gonna have a lot of them, and they could just basically like take out your MCU, take out your battle lab, and run. And they're fast. They can float over water. The weakness is that they have low armor, so you don't want to play them versus a lot of Lasher tanks, and that's the reason why I make Lasher tanks.
Turn up the speed.
And eventually, he's gonna make Mirage tanks to beat the Lasher, because Mirage tanks counter Lasher because of the range advantage.
Yes, Mr. Yuri. Turn up the speed.
Unit lost.
Turn up the speed.
I could have went in there, but I'm gonna wait.
Construction complete.
You notice how I'm delaying making
Building.
Mastermind? Because he has robot tanks. Masterminds do nothing against robot tanks.
Construction complete.
Okay, so here we go. With Yuri, sometimes you gotta be aggressive, but when you're aggressive, you have to be patient at the same time you're aggressive. It's like that with anything in life. You can't like just like run into a wall and just kill yourself. You gotta kind of. Okay, so it looks unfavorable to attack a little bit. Like what am I gonna attack? I'm gonna be running into a pillbox. And I'm putting pressure on him. Like, if I see something
The hunt is on.
I like, I attack. If I see something I don't like, I don't attack. And right there, I'm like, yeah, that's a little bit risky. And if I was kind of a worse player, what I would do is I'd be like, dude, I got all this army, I got to attack, I gotta be aggressive. And if he stops me, then he stops me. It's not like that. I mean, like in poker, they say like just be aggressive as you possibly can and just bet like crazy and get people to like to fold and crumble and like bluff them and all that. I mean, yeah, I guess it's a different game. Like, oh crap, that was a good power drop actually right there. My lasher tanks, I got only one gap. And see, and if I would have just been like send one unit to try to stop it, I gotta like be patient. So okay, hold everything together, and even when you're Soviet versus LAs, some of the things are similar, where you don't want to like lose too many tanks when you're attacking. Just run into pillboxes, run into IAVs, run into Mirage tanks. So I got my whole army intact. So I mean, I haven't really done anything bad by not like just rushing in and after him. You know what I mean?
Construction options.
I think I explained my point, but like you gotta be looking for something I like to attack. But honestly, if it gets into a long game, the allies is gonna have their advantage. Yuri has a super weapon advantage, other than the chronosphere can mess you up. But I mean, overall, Yuri has a super weapon advantage. But allies has a tech advantage. Allies is the strongest of the three. With the for the army, late game army, allies is definitely the strongest of the three.
Yuri's collection agency.
So, attacker. And then now I was like, oh shit, like that's 2 power drops right there. So I'm just gonna wait and take care of these. He might blow up a building. He got a power plant, and not the end of the world. Put me low power for a second. Okay, and that's good news. Only 1 mastermind, meaning that he usually gets like 3 or 4.
Unit lost.
So, and I feel more relieved because when the chronosphere is off your back, you don't have to keep spreading your tanks and moving all your units. It's like really a pain. And like some people say point and click and delete, or some type of saying like that. It's not really used much in Yuri's Revenge, but it could be applied to the chronosphere. It's just basically click and delete, where they just chrono your shit into the water, and you lose all your stuff. So here comes a big attack. So I got more discs than 5. Usually 5's the max number I go sometimes. But I decided, you know, since he's got robot tanks, I can't really masterminds. I got enough lashes. I can't get really more lashes, so I got to make a lot of discs, and plus discs kill super weapons, SCVs, blah blah blah, all that. So here we go. Mutate. Now I might be able to go in and I get these brutes here.
Genetic mutator activated.
I got a psychic denominator.
Ready.
Now I like to stretch toward the middle with the power plants. Now I'm like, I'm not sure if I should attack, so I'm thinking,
Building.
Well, that's a lot of money right there. Look at all that money.
Construction complete.
But sometimes grinding too many brutes is a bad thing because you need this brutes to attack. Because if he attacks you, you might not have anything to defend with. So 1, 2, 3, 3 of these might be good in the front. And sometimes I make a psychic tower, but psychic tower seems to not really work against like Mirage and Prism combinations. Usually doesn't work, but sometimes it works for Battle Fortress. Okay, not too bad. You know, chronosphere for 2 masterminds. Now I want to go in the discs and dominate when I want him to reveal what he has. Now I want to dominate his IAVs maybe. If I dominate his IAVs, I probably have the game win. Yeah, I got his force shield down and power plants down. Oh, he still has power after losing that many power plants. It's crazy. Oh, he got the storm off. Here's the funny thing: he sold that thing. I wasn't even sure if I was gonna get it, and he sold it. I thought I was gonna run away. If I was him, maybe I would not sell it. But I was close either way.
Unit ready.
So I got 2 super weapons. So I'm in good shape right now.
Construction complete.
2 super weapons versus nothing, but I gotta keep using my super weapons. I gotta keep using the mutator. I'm holding off a minute because I know he's about to attack. So I gotta watch what he's doing over here. This is honestly, if you know what I'm thinking right now, this is high difficulty because this guy, when he attacks with allies gets really nasty. Like really, and you think Yuri's overpowered. Allies is freaking, it's insane late game.
Yes, Master Yuri.
Building. Cannot deploy here.
So it's big trouble right here. I gotta keep mutating. And use my psychic dominator if I can. That's crazy how he's shredding my bunkers like that. I was trying to pick off some prism tanks. I didn't get too many with the disc. Now I'm like on the defensive. After I did all that damage, I'm on the defensive. So I gotta use these guys for help. It's getting hard. And I don't have to worry about the corner sphere cornering me in the water and making me go nuts. Click and delete bullshit. So I might use a psychic tower. So I'm gonna use these for armor, for fodder, and then go in.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Our base is under attack.
Like, holy shit, I'm overloaded. I gotta get in there as fast as I possibly can.
Warning. Chronosphere detected.
Oh my god, that was the hugest grind I ever got in a long time with Mirage tanks. Probably ever.
Our base is under attack.
All at once.
Repairing.
That was huge. Now I could use this prism tanks to attack, but I don't really want to. And look at my money, it's over 30,000.
Building.
That's not, but usually doesn't happen like that. So though, basically what happened is the mutator and the miners made me able. It was like support for my masterminds. So it looks like I'm winning. All I gotta do is make a couple of tanks. I got $30,000. I'm gonna make mostly lasher tanks again. I got way more than enough masterminds. I got a ridiculous amount of masterminds.
Select target.
I don't need any more. I could use this masterminds, and I need some lasher tanks or some gas to finish them off.
Unit ready.
I think lasher tanks are better because he has battle forces.
Unit lost.
My money is insane right now.
Construction complete.
So even if I lost this, I could keep rebuilding my army over and over and over. I got $30,000. And I got my mutator.
Unit lost.
So it's really hard to catch that battle fortress. I could get a magnetron and catch it maybe, but it'd be easier. But I just want to kill the buildings and not really worry too much.
Unit promoted.
And I noticed allies could defend with a smaller army. Not this much smaller. This is like, you know, I'm way ahead right now. But a smaller army, allies could defend against area with. And sometimes come back and win. It's crazy.
Unit ready.
Okay, so if he has a seal battle force, it could take care of a lot of this stuff.
Chronosphere activated. Unit lost.
See, it's hard, really hard to catch a battle force. And now it's elite. It's got higher speed. So I gotta come in with another some shit over here. Start blowing up buildings.
Ready. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit ready.
He only has 1 infantry in that building, so I'm gonna attack that building.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
I have waypoint there, but it don't matter. So I'm just gonna keep jamming out tanks like crazy. And I noticed a lot of these games, though, weather control device kills like 2 war factories at a time. Don't have to worry about this game because I got a super weapon killed.
Unit ready. Unit promoted. Unit lost.
Finally got a damn battle
Unit
fortress.
promoted.
Got the battle fortress.
Ready. Building.
So it's gonna be a good game.
Unit ready.
Let's clear the air.
Good game.